Hi guys, welcome to Snake Knock. I'm Vanny and with me I have Sunfire. He is my Morelia Bradley or Centralian Python. He's about a year old or so. He's going to be helping me out with the intro. The topic of this video is, what is the tactile experience of handling a snake? Stay tuned. Well, guys, here I am spending a little bit of time with my cat, Mickey. He's going to help me demonstrate a point that I want to make before we delve into the actual tactile experience of handling a snake. I want to talk about oxytocin. Oxytocin is a love hormone between a mother and a child. Oxytocin is also closely associated with anti-stress properties such as decreased blood pressure and lower levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Oxytocin has both calming effects between owner and pet. Not only humans benefit from petting animals, but also the animals benefit from being petted. Mickey's doing such a good job demonstrating that mammals have this oxytocin hormone. He is quite content as I pet him, and trust me, he's not the most social cat. He actually does not enjoy being picked up and carried or anything like that. He will be okay with proximity and some petting, but overall he seems to enjoy my company and me petting him. But what about snakes? Is it the same thing? Do snakes like being touched or do they enjoy being touched? Generally speaking, the answer is no. But they do become accustomed to their human handling them. That is where conditioning them to handling comes in. If your snake doesn't appear defensive or tense, then it has become accustomed to your touch. You are a safe person for them. You are a non-predator. Snakes themselves enjoy tactile sensation, but it's not like the experience a person or a mammal has. They don't have the hormone oxytocin. For them, it is different. They actually have a hormone called Vasatocin. Vasatocin is actually similar to vasopressin in mammals. Vasatocin is a modulator of social behavior, and that includes behavior needed for reproduction of the species. So vasatocin allows them to socially behave in ways that are important for the species' survival. But all is not lost. There's neuroplasticity. Because of neuroplasticity, snakes can learn new things in response to intrinsic and extrinsic stimuli. They can learn to accept physical touch. When you condition your snake to handling, your snake will begin to accept physical touch as a non-threatening extrinsic stimuli. And that's one of the reasons why I do prefer to acquire my snakes when they are young, like yearlings or younger, because I feel that it is easier for the snake to become accustomed to handling. However, you can work with older snakes to condition them to handling as well. In this clip, please pay attention to Sandstorm's behavior as I'm trying to place her down on the top of the couch I'm standing. Notice how she reaches out to me, like she wants to come back to me. She was around my shoulders and neck area, and I'm trying to put her down so that I can show you how she moves, but she has other plans. This is my question. Do snakes recognize their human owners? Sandstorm is giving me the answer. Yes, they recognize your scent and the way that you interact with them. She must feel safer on me, on my person, than she does if I lay her on the couch. And so she's trying to come back to where she feels safe. When given the option to go home, She happily returns to her enclosure where everything is familiar, where her own scent is on her personal things, on her furnishings. She's not fleeing from me. She's not leaving me in a hurry. And I continue to hold her as much as I can, even the tip of her tail, as she continues to go into her enclosure. And she does not seem stressed or bothered by this. She just goes home. She goes home. She's comfortable in the way that she's moving. I see that she's comfortable at home. She knows I'm there. She comes back to see what I'm up to. But now she is safe and secure in her own home. So this experience for her has been a positive interaction. Before we can experience the tactile sensation of a snake's locomotion, we must know how to take it out of its enclosure with care. When you are going to pick up your snake and it is facing you, be careful. It may be defensive. You want to reach for your snake away from its face and hold the middle section of its body, giving it plenty of support. Here I had to use my lap to get a better grip because I'm holding my phone with my other hand. You want to use both hands whenever possible, of course. And just give your snake support, allowing the snake to use your hand or arm like a perch so that they can get a grip on you. And make sure that the snake feels safe. And how you're going to do that is just making sure that you're not holding your snake tightly, that your grip on the snake is not a tight grip. Because if you hold your snake tightly and you are restricting its movement completely, your snake may become defensive, may feel trapped, and it could even bite. So once again, when you are taking hold of your snake, go for the middle part, the heaviest part of your snake, and offer support as you take him out of the enclosure. Okay, now we're finally getting to what the tactile experience is. Now that I've given you all that information to process, this will make more sense to you. So what I have concluded based on my experience with my own snakes is that the tactile experience of holding your snake may be pleasurable and may lower your stress levels because snakes are slowly moving and you can feel their muscles working against your skin while they move methodically around your hand, arm, or shoulders. The snake's lateral undulation is the methodical part. The snake's locomotion on my skin, on my arm, feels rather soothing. There are 4 types of snake locomotion. I mentioned one called the lateral undulation. There is another one called concertina movement, and the concertina movement is closely used with the lateral undulation a lot of the times. There is also the rectilinear locomotion, and there is also side winding. In the following clip, you will see 2 types of movement in action. The lateral undulation with concertina movement. So the muscular contractions of this movement allows the snake to exert force laterally. And the concertina movement is when the snake stretches the front of its body forward to anchor onto something and pull itself, the rest of its body forward. When the snake is moving, is in locomotion on my arm, on my skin, and it is using its muscles to move and to get ahead and to explore, I can feel the tactile experience, and the experience is rather pleasant. I feel more at ease, more calm. My stress levels are lowered. As I hold my snake, as I feel my snake moving, I feel like my stress level is going down. So if I've had a rough day and I'm able to hold my snake after a long and rough day, I do feel a sense of calmness, almost like a form of physical therapy for me. And because my snakes are conditioned to handling, I don't believe that my snake is stressed out right now. It is not in a hurry to get away from me. He's just moving calmly and steadily. He's fine. Thank you so much for staying with us, guys. Y'all have a good one. Bye. Thank